What are the kinds of legal remedies that you can seek in the case of copyright infringement? In this video, let's talk about it. There are three kinds of remedies that you can seek in the case of copyright infringement: civil remedies, criminal remedies, administrative remedies. In this video, let's talk about civil remedies. There are majorly three kinds of reliefs that court grant in civil remedy: injunction, damages, accounts of profits. Before hopping onto each of these remedies, let's first talk about the jurisdiction. In case of copyright infringement, whenever we go for civil remedies, we file suit at the district court. Now let's talk about the injunctions. Injunction is one of the primary relief that one seek in the case of copyright infringement. Injunction is an order by which a party to an action is required to do or to refrain from doing something, and this order is passed by the court. It could either be restrictive, where court pass any preventive order stating that you are not supposed to do this thing, or it may be mandatory, where the party is supposed to do something. In urgent situation, the court may also pass ex parte injunction without even issuing any prior notice to the other side. Though after the passing of this ex parte injunction, the other party is notified, stating that we have passed this injunction order against you, do whatever deems fit to you. Now, you know that injunction is one kind of relief, but there is a valid question, and that is, court could take months or years to come to this conclusion that who owns the right, and then pass the injunction order. And by that time, the aggrieved party may lose the rights over the things for which he or she came to the court at first place. For situation like this, we seek interlocutory injunction. Under interlocutory injunction, court pass an order either compelling or preventing someone to do certain acts, and this order is passed way before finally deciding who actually owns the right. And this interlocutory injunction is passed with an object that nothing change by the time court come to the conclusion that who actually owns the right. So if you are afraid that you might lose the rights over your things for which you would want to come to court, then this is the relief that you should go for, that is interlocutory injunction. Court will consider these three tests before granting an interlocutory injunction: prima facie test, balance of inconvenience test, irreparable injury test. In prima facie case, the court will see that if on the face of it there is a case. I mean, court will see if there is any serious issue, or if there is even ounce of evidence to support the claim of the plaintiff. Second test is balance of inconvenience. Here, the plaintiff will have to prove to the court that if this interlocutory injunction is not granted in the favor of the plaintiff, then there will be greater harm to the plaintiff compared to the harm that will be caused to the defendant if the injunction is approved. Additionally, the mischief of the defendant will aggregate if this interlocutory injunction is not granted. The third test is irreparable injury test. Plaintiff will here have to prove to the court that if this interlocutory injunction is not granted in the favor of the plaintiff, and later if the court comes to the conclusion that plaintiff was actually right, the rights belong to the plaintiff, and later if it grants damages to the plaintiff, by then the loss is so much that even those damages won't do anything good to the plaintiff. So in gist, court will see these three tests: prima facie test, balance of inconvenience test, irreparable injury tests, and then pass the order of injunction. Now, even after passing of the injunction, if party does not obey with the order, he or she will either be detained or his or her property will be attached. After the injunction, we have second and third relief, that is damages and account of profit. Here, the relief that court may grant at the option of plaintiff is either damages or account of profit. The account of profit means that the gains that defendant earned through the wrongful conduct. Say I own a music, I have a copyright over the music, and someone stole that music, sold it to music streaming platforms, and earned lakhs and crores out of it. So here, as you can see in this example, that the defendant here is earning lakhs and crores out of this wrongful conduct. And here, the lakhs and crores that has been earned by the defendant is the account of profit. And that is what I will be claiming in the court. So these were the civil rights that one can claim in the case of copyright infringement. The next video I will upload will be on the criminal prosecution in the case of copyright infringement. Now, if this video gave any value to you, hit the like button, and in future, if you would want to see more such content, then hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much.